There's a Colossus effect underway in computing, something so massive it's reshaping the energy industry, computing, and even geopolitics. Let me show you. Back in March, this was an abandoned factory. Just 6 months later, Colossus 2 stands here, a machine the size of a city, built not for people but for intelligence. Nearly 1 million GPUs under one roof, consuming a gigawatt of power. I'm an engineer who spent a decade building the critical chips powering this technology, which is why this story excites me so much. Subscribe now, because what you're about to see isn't just a data center. It touts a new industrial revolution. Today, Amazon, Microsoft, OpenAI, Meta, everyone is pouring billions into AI factories. The race isn't just about smarter models anymore. It's about more compute power. Every new generation needs 10x more compute than the last. Hyperscalers aren't just running data centers. They're building power plants for AI. Amazon needs it to defend the cloud. OpenAI to push the frontier. Meta just to catch up. AI labs are slowly turning into energy companies. And then came xAI, shocking the industry with Colossus 1. In 122 days, they transformed an empty shell into one of the world's largest AI training sites. Then, in just 19 days, they wired and deployed 100,000 NVIDIA GPUs. Historic speed and scale, never seen before. But today's story is about something far bigger, Colossus 2. On paper, it looks like another data center, but in reality, it's 4 giants rolled into one. At peak, it will draw up to 1.2 gigawatts of power, enough to power 2 million homes. The first pillar, power. The first challenge isn't GPUs, it's energy. Without gigawatts of stable power, the racks stay dark. Memphis could barely spare $50 million, but Colossus 2 needed $1,000 million. Regulators said no. Communities pushed back. Solution? xAI crossed the state line into South Haven, Mississippi, using a former Duke Energy gas plant. They shipped turbines from Europe in containers, reassembled them, and within months brought $460 million online. But supplying electricity is only half the battle. GPUs spike in milliseconds, and voltage fluctuations can crash racks, wasting millions in compute. NVIDIA AES new Blackwell chips made this worse. Each rack now draws 130 kilowatt-hours, as much as a small neighborhood. Colossus 2 solved this with 168 Tesla megapacks, giant batteries that smooth out spikes. The result? Stable, predictable power to hundreds of thousands of GPUs. The second pillar, cooling. Power creates the next enemy, heat. A 1 GW data center produces 1 GW of heat. That's the output of an industrial power plant trapped in one building. Air cooling isn't enough. Colossus 2 uses water cooling at massive scale. Every rack has cold plates, pumps circulate coolant through GPUs, and 119 giant chillers outside strip heat from the water. Cooling consumes 30% of total energy. 15% of the total investment, 3B, went just to cooling. xAI even built a water factory, a massive bioreactor that treats 13 million gallons a day of wastewater to cool the GPUs, protecting Memphis IS water supply. The third pillar, networking. Modern AI data centers aren't just racks, they're a single giant supercomputer. NVLink stitches 72 GPUs per pack, making them behave as one processor. Spectrum X Ethernet links thousands of racks at terabit speeds, keeping 550,000 GPUs in perfect sync. Timing is critical. Milliseconds delay starts wasted compute. This network transforms hardware into a coherent brain. The fourth pillar, compute. Colossus 2 started with 200,000 Hopper GPUs, expanded to 350,000 GB200 and GB300 Blackwell GPUs. GB300 Blackwell Ultra, 20 PFLOPS per chip. Total compute, 50 exaflops, 7 times more than the world's top 10 supercomputers combined. CPUs, AMD EPYC, Intel Xeon, handle orchestration. High bandwidth memory from SK Hynix feeds petabytes of data per second. The long-term goal? 1 million GPUs, stitched into a single working machine. Colossus 2 trains Grok, Tesla's full self-driving system, and Optimus robots. The strategy is simple. The lab with the most compute moves fastest. This isn't just a data center, it's a 20x strategic bet. Half the investment, silicon and hardware. Second largest, power. Cooling, networking, compute. All pillars must work together or everything collapses. The AI energy race hyperscalers now compete for gigawatts, more than some nations. Microsoft, restarting 3 Mile Island for $850 million of clean energy. Google, funding 3 nuclear plants. OpenAI, Microsoft, building Stargate Campus, 1 GW by 2026. Power, cooling, networking, compute. 4 factories in one building, all needed to fuel AI at unprecedented scale. Colossus 2 is bigger than any AI data center before. But the real story? It's about how AI is reshaping industry, energy, and geopolitics. The implications touch your life, from AI tools to rising energy bills and the global tech race. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes AI stories. Drop a comment below. What surprised you most about Colossus 2? And if you love this, check my breakdown on what it takes to build a semiconductor fab. Link in the description.